Next is transpose of a matrix. It is another operation. To do this operation, you need only one matrix. Whereas the other operations which you have already studied, addition, scalar multiplication, and matrix multiplication. In matrix multiplication and addition, we need minimum two matrices, whereas for scalar multiplication, to define that, we need only one matrix. Like that, transpose is also one type of operation, and to define that, we need only one matrix. Suppose A is, for example, with the example I will tell you, if A equal to the matrix 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then transpose of A, which is denoted by, there is a special notation for that, denoted by, these are the symbols which we use for transpose. Either you write like this, A transpose or A dash, which is denoted by A transpose or A dash is A transpose is obtained by interchanging the rows and columns. Means, this example, if you consider, the first row of A becomes the first column. The first row was 1, 2, 3. Now I have made it to the first column. And the second row of A is 4, 5, 6. And that becomes the second column of the transpose matrix. So the matrix which is obtained by interchanging the rows and columns is called the transpose of A. Please write this. Now some properties of transpose. First property, suppose A and B are two matrices and you know how to add the two matrices. If you add two matrices, subtract two matrices and take the transpose, it is also same as A transpose plus or minus B transpose. Second property is for matrix multiplication with the scalar. Ka is the scalar multiplication, and if you take the transpose of that, it is the same as K into A transpose. The third is very, very important property. That is, if A and B are conformable for multiplication and A into B, the matrix multiplication, if you consider, and then you take the transpose, this is the same as B transpose into A transpose, which is the same as B transpose. The second one's transpose is taken first. That is B transpose into A transpose. And the fourth property is A transpose, whole transpose. If you take transpose of a matrix two times, it will come back to the same matrix. So it is equal to A. So you write these properties. Write it in your class copy. And among these properties, the most important one is this. Now your exercise 3.3. Note the exact questions I am writing, similar type of questions I am writing. Question number 1, find A transpose, comma, A plus B transpose, where A equal to 145,623 and B equal to 201,142. Okay, what you have to do? First one, A transpose means the first row you will change it to the first column. First row 145, I will write it as first column. Then the second row I will write it as second column. 6, 2, 3. So we got A transpose. Now how to find this A plus B whole transpose? For that, you need to find first A plus B. So please find A plus B now. So A plus B, the sum of the two matrices, the corresponding elements you have to add. 1 plus 2, that is 3. Then 4 plus 0, 4. 5 plus 1, 6. 6 plus 1, 7. 2 plus 4, 6. 3 plus 2, 5. Now the transpose of this. The second step, you will find the transpose of A plus B. A plus B transpose means we have to now convert the rows to columns. That is, the first row 3, 4, 6 becomes the first column. The second row 7, 6, 5 becomes the second column. 7, 6, 5. That's all. Okay. Now next question, verify AB transpose equal to B transpose into A transpose, where A equal to 1, 2, 3, comma, B equal to 4, 5, 6. Now here verification of this property or this identity is by using a particular example how to verify an identity. You have to find out LHS as well as RHS by using the example and show that LHS equal to RHS. There is a procedure of verification of any identity. So to find LHS, you just look at LHS, what it is, AB whole transpose. So to find AB whole transpose, first of all you have to find AB. So find A into B, the matrix multiplication. And you can see that the order of A and B, whether it is conformable for multiplication. What is the order of A? What is the order of A?
3 by 1.
It is 3 by 1. You always count the number of rows first. So A has got 3 rows and 1 column. So it is 3 by 1. The order of B is 1 row and 3 columns. And for the product matrix, this 1 will be absorbed and you will get a product matrix of order 3 by 3. So you are going to get a product matrix of order 3 by 3. And you always remember, from the first matrix you consider the rows, and from the second matrix you always consider the columns. So to multiply, you take the first row from A. You can just notice that first row has got only one element. The first row has got only one element, so that is one only. You take 1, multiply with the first column. So yesterday I have explained very well. This is the first column. So first row with first column, when you multiply, you will get only one element, that is 1 into 4. Again, you consider the first row, multiply with the second column, that is 5. So we'll get the answer 1 into 5. Next, first row with the last column. What is the last column? That is also having only one element, that is 6. So this is 6. So on multiplication, we are getting only 1 into 6. Now 2 into second row will multiply, and second row it is 2, multiply with every column. So 2 into 4, 2 into 5, 2 into 6. Similarly, the third row, 3. 3 into the first column, that is 4. 3 into the second column of the second matrix, that is 5. 3 into 6. So finally what you are getting is a matrix 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, then 12, 15, 18. Now to verify the identity, you have to find AB transpose. So now you are going to verify LHS of the identity, which is transpose of AB. And you know the transpose of AB is the rows will become the columns. So I'm taking the first row 4, 5, 6, converting it to the first column 4, 5, 6. Taking the second row, converting it to the second column, that is 8, 10, 12. Take the third row, converting it to the third column, that is 12, 15, 18. And call this as equation number 1. Write first. Now look at the right hand side of the identity. It is B transpose into A transpose. So now come to RHS equal to B transpose into A transpose. B transpose from B you have to find out. This is your B. It was a row matrix 4, 5, 6. Now B transpose becomes the column matrix 4, 5, 6 into A transpose. A was a column matrix 1, 2, 3. A transpose will become the row matrix. That is 1, 2, 3. Multiply this first. All of you have to multiply. Find out first. So consider the first row, multiply with first column, then with second column, then with the third column. So now you get 4 into 1, 4, then 4 into 2, 8, 4 into 3, 12. Again, the second row, multiply with each column, you get 5 into 1, 5 into 2, 5 into 3. Then the third row, 6 is multiplied with each column, that is 6, 12, 18. And you can see this one is called as 2. You can see that from 1 and 2 both are the same matrices. So 1 and 2 implies that AB transpose equal to B transpose A transpose, and hence verified. So in exercise 3.3, there are many questions of verification. Now it is your duty to do all the questions of exercise 3.3 in your class copy. Next is theorem. Oh, sorry. Next is another type of matrices. This first type is symmetric matrix. What do you mean by a symmetric matrix is, if a square matrix A equal to A transpose means A equal to A transpose means you can just see that suppose A equal to your Aij of order m by n, then what is the order of A transpose? Can anybody say what is the order of A transpose? A sharp,
AGI n by m.
it is of order n by m. And if these two are equal, A and its transpose are equal means equality of matrices you have to apply here. So on application of equality of matrices, you can see that m by n is equal to n by n. That means m equal to n. That means this condition A equal to A transpose is possible only if A is a square matrix. M equal to n means both will be either n by n order or both will be of order m by m. That means the number of rows and number of columns must be equal. So now the next definition you can write that for a square matrix, please write a square matrix A is said to be a square matrix. A is said to be symmetric a square matrix A is said to be symmetric A is said to be symmetric if A transpose equal to A. If A transpose equal to A. Example, suppose I am taking the matrix 1, minus 2, 3, minus 2, 4, minus 5, 3, minus 5, 7. It's a square matrix you can note down. And what happens if you take A transpose? A transpose means how to obtain is you have to make the rows to columns. So we'll get 1 minus 2, 3, and second row becomes second column minus 2, 4, minus 5. The third row becomes the third column, that is 3, minus 5, 7. After taking the transpose also, you can just notice that both are the same matrices. Both are same. So A transpose equal to A. That is, A is a symmetric matrix. You can just watch it and you can very easily can see that. See, 1 minus 2, 3. 1 minus 2, 3. Similarly, minus 2, 4, minus 5. Minus 2, 4, minus 5. Rows and columns are same. First row and first column are same. Or in other words, you have another clue that these two, if you take minus 2, minus 2, and here 3, 3, here minus 5, same elements are coming. Or in other words, if you just consider the diagonal elements, you can see that the upper triangular elements and lower triangular elements are symmetric. 3 here, 3 here, minus 5 here, minus 5 here, minus 2 here, minus 2 here. So this is a way you can create a symmetric matrix. So please write this and fill up the following. If A is a symmetric matrix, question number 2, If A is a symmetric matrix, find x comma y comma z, where A equal to 3 x 5 4 6 y z minus 2 4. If A is a symmetric matrix, find x, y, z. Please find the value of x. You have to see the symmetry here. Which two elements must be equal? X must be equal to 4. Then this z must be equal to 5. And this y must be equal to minus 2. Y equal to minus 2. Very simple thing, right? So this may be asked for 1 mark question also. Now the next definition is, please write, skew symmetric matrix. Skew symmetric matrix. A square matrix is said to be skew symmetric. Please write in the class copy. A square matrix is said to be skew symmetric if A transpose equal to minus A. If A transpose equal to minus A. Example. So this matrix you consider and take the transpose and see. Before that, I just wanted to recollect one scalar multiplication property. What is actually scalar multiplication? Let us just recollect. Suppose 2 into a matrix 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 3. As you know, scalar multiplication means every element of the matrix to be multiplied by the scalar here. The scalar here is 2. So ultimately what you are getting is 2 into 1, 2, 2 into 2, 4, 2 into 4, 8, then 10, 12, 6. Okay. Now this is what scalar multiplication we have learned, but you just think in the reverse order. Suppose you are given the matrix 2, 4, 8, 10, 12, 6. You can see that it is already 2 is a factor in every element of this matrix. So this is actually 2 is 2 into 1, then 2 into 2, then 2 into 8, 2 into 4, 8 I have converted to 2 into 4, then 2 into 5, 2 into 6, 2 into 3. You can see that 2 is a common factor in every element of the matrix. So you can take that 2 outside and you can write it as 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 3. This is nothing but the scalar multiplication only. We have thought in the reverse manner. So in effect you can say that if there is a common factor in every element of the matrix, that factor can be taken out. That is actually the scalar multiplication what we mean. So this, keeping it in mind, we'll proceed now. Suppose A is this matrix I'm just telling that this is a skew symmetric matrix. For that, to follow the definition, whether this definition is followed or satisfied by this matrix or not. What you have to find? Find A transpose. How to find A transpose? The first row, you have to convert it to first column. That is 0, minus 1, 2. And the second row, convert it to the second column. That is 1, 0, 3. Third row, converted to third column. Okay? A transpose. Now you compare the two matrices. You can see that if you take a common factor from A transpose, it becomes the matrix A itself. So which is a common factor to be taken out? Tell me, anybody? In order to make in order to bring to the form of the matrix A, one common factor to be taken out. Which is a common factor?
Minus 1.
Minus 1. If you take minus 1, just algebra we know how to take a common factor and what happens after taking common factor. You have taken minus 1 outside, and how to know what is the remaining one after taking minus 1 outside? You divide each element by minus 1, right? So you'll get 0, then 1 by minus 1, then 2, then 1, 0, 3, minus 2, minus 3, 0, right? And we just compare these two. This is nothing but A, so we can write it as minus A. So what we got, A transpose equal to minus A, and that is the definition of skew symmetric matrix. Therefore, A is a skew symmetric matrix. That is, we got A transpose equal to minus A. Therefore, A is a skew symmetric matrix. A is a skew symmetric matrix. Please write this, children. Now you just notice that for every skew symmetric matrix, these diagonal elements are always 0. Why it is so? Just see the diagonal elements as 0. So whenever A transpose and minus A are equal, it automatically becomes diagonal element 0. For example, suppose we consider A as A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Suppose this is a skew symmetric matrix. What happens? A transpose equal to minus A. And A transpose, when you take, you can notice that the diagonal elements never change. It remains the same only. So what is A transpose here? It is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. And if this is equal to minus A means every element of A must be multiplied with minus. So we can just consider this is equal to minus A, minus B, minus C, minus D, minus E, minus F, minus G, minus H, minus I. Because if A is skew symmetric, A is skew symmetric means what happens to diagonal elements? So now you can see that these two matrices are equal. When two matrices are equal, you can say that the corresponding elements are same. Corresponding elements means what is a corresponding element A here? A equal to minus A. Similarly, what is the next? Next, E equal to minus E equal to minus E. The next is your I equal to minus I equal to minus I. So what does it mean? Here what we get, here what we get, here what we get. A minus A is A equal to minus I means A plus A equal to 0. 2A equal to 0. Here 2E equal to 0. Here 2I equal to 0. So this together means what? A equal to E equal to I equal to 0. Means all the diagonal elements become 0 when A is a skew symmetric matrix. Okay. So this, you just write one more example of a skew symmetric matrix. Write an example of a skew symmetric matrix. So you always remember two things, symmetric matrix and skew symmetric matrix, they are always square matrices. And for skew symmetric matrix, the diagonal elements will be 0. So first I'm just considering a square matrix of order 3. So I'm just putting here 0. Here any number I can put. Here also any number I can put. 0, 3, 5. Now you have to be very careful. What will be the next element here in the second row? It should be minus 3. They are of the opposite sign. They are means, you can just see that, this one. Minus 3, 3. Next comes the diagonal elements. So diagonal elements will be always 0 in matrix. So here you can put 0. Next, you can put any number. Suppose if I am taking 8, there is no restriction. Now for skew symmetry, next third row we are starting. For third row, you have to be now careful. What is that? Diagonally opposite elements कैसा होना है? This one. Here it should come 5. The other side it should come as minus 5. So here it will be, sorry. This diagonally opposite, it should be of opposite side. So here it should come minus 5. And again diagonally opposite it's coming. What is that? Here it should be, here it should be opposite, diagonally opposite, it should be of opposite sign. So here it should be minus 8. And last one is your diagonal element, it must be 0. Question number 2. Find the values of A comma B comma C. Number 1, if A is symmetric. Number 2, if A is skew symmetric. Where A equal to 0, A, B, 3, 0, 7. Here I am writing it as 7, C, 0. First part, if A is symmetric. If A is symmetric, what will be the value of this? Diagonally opposite ones you have to check. Here one, then here, and then here. In symmetric cases, what happens? For A, in A is symmetric, this A must be equal to 3. A must be equal to 3, and this B must be equal to 7, and this C must be equal to 7. That is also 7. If A is skew symmetric, what should be the value of A? A must be of that of minus 3. A equal to minus 3. Now this B equal to minus 7. They should be of opposite sign. And this C and this, that should be of opposite sign. So C is minus 7. That's all for today's class. And I will be uploading some of the videos. And children, you have to watch the videos. It is as equal to a class only. Because you are coming to school as group wise. So some of the classes will be, you have to watch online only. Okay. Thank you, children. Have a nice day. And complete your exercise 3.3 up to what I have taught. After one more online classes, you can complete the whole exercise 3.3.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much. After writing this, you can.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, Pavan.
Excuse me, ma'am.